Hi there. Have you ever been scammed? Have you fallen into platforms where they offer you possibility to be a millionaire within days and you end up feeling that it was a scam? What are your experience concerning scams? How did you recover from it? Have you actually recovered or are you in the process of recovering? Scamming is one of the highest forms which brings depression into youths and even old people. It makes you to have that mindset that it's better I die. The suicide mindset is better I just die. It's really heavy. So with all the money I had, they just needed to tell me to put it here and it disappeared. It's challenging, it's very hectic. If you have not been a victim, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking on you based on some platforms I've got to work with them and I saw Shaggy. I saw her. It was like it was just there to scam. There is nothing. So how do you identify them? I want to bring in some points to you how to identify so that you should not fall into it. The first is look at the person advertising. The first thing to identify a scam is looking at the person who is actually bringing it up to you. That person telling you that invest maybe $1,000 to have $1 million. Look at the lifestyle. Evaluate, give yourself 1 month and evaluate if actually his life is progressing or not. Or it's just a strategy to swindle with your money. Because in most cases, they don't look like what they're saying. They don't look like it. They might promise you silver or gold, but they don't look like it. So identify, get to identify. We Africans, we are fall prey to it based on the fact that we want to come out of poverty. Unemployment has pushed us to do what we are not supposed to do, and such scams when they come to us, we are like, finally, I've had something to scale through and I'll be rich. And they makes your hope really high. They takes your hope from 0% to 100 and then push it down to a negative. Ha! In a point which you could actually commit suicide, like, I want to just die. So evaluate the lifestyle of the person bringing such investment ideas that would say 1 week, 1 day, invest this amount to have this within 1 week. Maybe invest $1,000 to have $1 million. You yourself think about it. What type of investment is that person a fool? Is that person not really thinking? So once you see such, no, it's a scam. It's a scam. The second is the second event of scamming is saying bring in another person. Yes, if you bring one or two persons, you get to have commission on your green. Those are strategies of scam. A reinvestment platform will not advertise you, will not tell you that you must bring somebody in order to benefit. If actually you're to benefit, you just get to benefit. You will not fall into it. They will not tell you like, bring me this, bring 3 persons before you can start withdrawing. Bring 3 persons, and each of those persons, maybe if they are coming with $1,000, so that's $3,000 you're bringing plus your own four. And if they can just permit you, just withdraw $200 and it has crashed. You find yourself lamenting and crying over something you could actually identify and avoid. So those huge promises, avoid it. The third is telling you that you should not bother. They are just starting, they are going all over and they are going to take over Africa. They are going to explode, they are going to expand, they are just going to transform your life. Like what? This Africa, we have seen Shiggy, we have seen everything. How do you want to tell me that in a space of 1 month? I, Magdalene, will live from zero to hero. Or invest, let me just say, I'll invest 100 naira and I get maybe a 1 million naira in 1 month. Who will not invest? That's actually a scam. So these are some points for you to identify what is coming and avoid them and don't fall a victim. I know we want to elevate poverty, and poverty has pushed us to do so many things we ought not to do, but let's try in as much as possible to avoid this. Avoid getting yourself trapped, avoid making such mistakes, and better your standard of living with more lucrative things. So even with these online platforms that are out there, I'm not refusing for you to invest in online platforms, but get to evaluate them. Get to evaluate them. Do not do them based on the fact that you think things can just change, miracle can happen. Money does not grow on tree. It's either you're making money or they're exploiting you. Don't be exploited. Don't fall a victim. So until then, it's been Finance with Magdalene. So identify this scams. Please don't fall a victim. Tell me some of the websites or the softwares you have used and you got scams so that we could really expatiate on it. See you in our next video.